Hi, Angela here, back again with Heffalump Jeep. This is my second video today. I just want to go over the Jeep real quick. First thing from the last video, I told you about the ducks that Nina Fox makes. This is the one she made for Heffalump. So they actually start off pink. This is actually a purple duck. You can see where it's already color changing. So it changes color according to heat and cold. So I just took these out of the house so it was cold. This one was in the garage, so it's a little purple. But as it stays in the heat, it'll turn completely purple. This is the coolest 3D duck I've seen anywhere. I've never seen them color change, but they are sweet. She actually designed these herself, so they look like an elephant and a duck. They're super cool. Let me show you a couple other ones real quick. Continuation from the last Jeep. This is the Sub-Zero duck that she created. This took her some time and effort because she had to put multiple colors together to make this duck. But it's super cool. It's Sub-Zero. I'm pretty sure she could probably do whatever you have in mind for her to do. And then she made this cool donkey, a donkey duck with some teeth and a beak. It's kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of like Pinocchio, where he turns into a donkey. And then, of course, the Mufasa one that she created for Mufasa Jeep, which is a lion. He's pretty cool, detailed, has a heart-shaped nose and the eyes, everything. That's pretty sweet. All right, so Heffalump Jeep is a 2001 TJ. It originally we got it was stock. It was all the way to the ground. It was Patriot blue. It was a dark blue. It was ugly. It was super sun faded. The whole thing was actually all the paint was gone on the hood. And when my husband surprised me with it and brought it home for me, I was like, no. That was my first comment. I was like, no, I don't want that Jeep. And he's like, it's okay, we'll change it. He said we could do anything you want to it. So I went in the house and I literally got online and probably spent $10,000 ordering parts. So I ordered parts, pieces, lift kits, tires, da da da, a lot of stuff. It's probably a little more than that. And it just became a can of worms for me because once we started putting stuff on it, I wanted more, I wanted more, I wanted more. So the first thing we did was the lift kit before it was even painted or anything else. My husband got the lift kit put on in a weekend. It was a lot of tedious work getting the old rusted bolts and stuff off. A lot of those sometimes you just have to cut through and start over with the fresh stuff. But we got it lifted first thing, and then we went into getting it painted. Um, I picked the paint online. I found this weird purple that nobody seemed to have. It wasn't popular. So it has a little bit of shimmer and sparkle in it. So we sanded it down, took all the doors, hood, everything off of it, sanded it, primered it, painted it. And once we got done with that and put it all back on there, it looked fabulous. The color popped. It was amazing. Everyone commented on it. And they're like, that is the best purple I've ever seen. But they loved it. And then we went into getting more stuff. I had to get the aftermarket bumpers, rails. I had to do, everything I could possibly do. I got these, actually won these in a Jeep contest. Those are Steinjager rails. Those things are $1,300. I won them for free in a Jeep raffle, which is cool. Only time in my life I ever won anything, and it went with my Jeep, so it was like kismet, right? 1941 on this Jeep as well, of course, because that's when the Jeep was invented. And then we have all the badges, of course. I went badge crazy when I got this thing. I have badges from all over the place that I've collected everywhere. And of course, I have moonshine on my other one. I have to have margarita on this one because that is my other drink go-to choice uh, for that. These have 37-inch rims, 17-inch rims, 37-inch tires. I don't really want to go bigger than that. This thing will go up on a lift. It's been on a lift a couple times for events, which is cool to see it up there. Of course, it is lighter without the doors. These were not made out of tin like the newer Jeeps are made out of tin. This is actually made out of metal, so it's super heavy. I replaced the grill a couple of times because over the years they do sun fade. They are plastic. So I've replaced that with another Angry Grill. I've replaced this 2 times because the light actually burned out in the first one. These are about $129 online. This lights up. And then, of course, the star I put on myself, the decal. The roof or the hood is super sun faded. It's been on there for 2, 3 years now. We are in Florida, so the heat is hell on paint. So probably what I'd recommend after getting a paint job is maybe getting it ceramic coated. I did not do that. So after a couple years, this has faded really, really bad. The purple has now became like a transparent metallic purple. So we are looking at repainting it. I already have the paint and all that stuff. We're probably going to do that after our next event because it's a lot of work. We have to take everything off, sand it. I have to get all these badges off. Unfortunately, they got to go in the trash, and I got to start over with it. So all of the stuff that's on it is probably not going to be on it here in a few weeks. Um, I have a bunch of decals under here. The reason I have these is different events I've been to, and just people that I follow. I follow on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Metal Cloak. I have some Metal Cloak stuff on this Jeep. I have an Adams drive shaft underneath it. We did have to change that because of the height. Had to change the drive shaft, otherwise you'd never be able to off-road it at all. I have taken it to a few off-roading events. It's fun. It does climb stuff, and it's kind of cool to see. But it is super heavy, and because of the short bed, it's also very top heavy. It catches wind like crazy on an open road. So if it's very windy, it does kind of all over the place. You got to really know how to control it. It's also 2001, so the steering is very loose. So you definitely have to know how to drive one of these things. If you don't know how to drive it and control it, you have no business being in one. That's for sure. It's not like a new Jeep at all. The steering is all over the place. You just got to learn how to go with it and kind of relax and go with the flow. See, I have my passenger here. Haven't got him attached in yet. I got to get him a seatbelt. We don't want him to die or anything. We want him to be safe on the road. Of course, he's got to grab that oh shit handle because I drive like a maniac. I've said that before. I do, and this Jeep is no exception. Everybody's like, oh, what does it go? 52? I was like, no, I've actually taken this one up to 82. It'll probably go faster than that, but the only reason it stopped me at that point was that's when it went into its first severe death wobble. I hit a pothole going 82 miles an hour. Wasn't supposed to be a pothole, it was a bridge, but I hit a pothole going 82 miles an hour. This thing shook so violently, every single thing in this Jeep was on the road. Everything bounced out of it. There was nothing left inside the Jeep once it was done. I did safely pull over to the side of the road, which when you go into a death wobble, you cannot slam on the brakes. You have to gently let off the gas, slowly put on the brakes a little bit at a time as you're pulling over. And just to be safe, you can't just slam into it. You got to really control it. You got to use both hands, control it, pull over slowly, and get it to a stop. Once you get it to a stop, get your hazards on, and assess what's going on with the Jeep. It will go out of that death wall once you get it stopped, and it'll be safe enough to get you home, but you just can't go super fast. You can't go super crazy, and you have to miss all potholes, bumps, and all that stuff. So that's what we did. We got it home, and then the next day I took it over to Prodigy Off-Road, of course, to have them look at it and see what all needed to be replaced on it. Cliff went in and he replaced well, I had to order them first. It took a while to get them. So I got Steinjager, all control arms and all these purple parts, pieces, control arms, drive shaft, all this stuff is Steinjager. He put all of that stuff on. I had them custom painted purple, so it took him about 3 months to get them to me. But so once we got all of those on, I have never had that issue since, and I've still taken this thing up to 82 miles an hour. And I've hit bumps. I hit them all the time. There's potholes everywhere. These streets are horrible. But yeah, I've never had the issue again. So it's super cool. I love driving this Jeep. It's fun. I don't always drive it like that, but I do drive it like that when I just want to get home or there's a storm coming because God forbid you do not want to get caught in a downpour in this thing because I have twice. Because you have windshield wipers on the outside, you do not have them on the inside. So there's no way to wipe the rain and stuff falling on the inside of the Jeep window. So you have rain on the outside, rain on the inside, rain in your eyes, makeup in your eyes, hair in your eyes. You can't see. It's not a good experience. Plus, the tires don't stop immediately with the heaviest Jeep in rain. They will slide completely through an intersection. Happened to me once. Thank God nobody was in front of me. But if it's raining, so you have to play heavy foot on the brake, and you have to stop about a block back to get it to stop in the rain. Another cool thing about this is I have all kinds of lights. I have lights underneath. You can't see them now. I have lights in the grill underneath here, each fender well. I have them inside the Jeep, inside each doorway. I have them back here with my speakers. I also have a 4-box speaker setup. So I have JBLs because I love JBL. So I have 2 on the top and 2 in the front side. It's hard to see them, but there's 2 also in the front side. They're 1,000 watts each. This cool speaker box. Uh, I don't remember where I got it from, but it is amazing. And this thing is loud as hell. And I do not mean jokingly. I can literally not have it turned all the way up, but have it turned up enough that it booms. My husband says he can hear me a mile away coming home. He knows when I'm coming home. He can hear it way, it just reverberates. It is super loud. Everybody says that. Holy shit, that's loud. Yeah, so it is a super, super loud. I love these speakers. I've never had any issues with them. They have gotten wet. And because of the material they're made out of, didn't affect them at all. So that's cool. And then, of course, my American flag. I have to have an American flag on there because I am very patriotic. But then again, I also have my skeleton stripper for better terms, but that's what it looks like. But I have my skeleton on my whip, which is also purple, lights up purple. All of my lights are purple. They light up purple. They can change, but I usually don't change them. This is a soft top. It does have a full top. I just never put it on there, even in the rain. I guess I'd rather get wet. I don't know. And then, of course, my personalized license plates. You can get those made online for $20. You put whatever picture you want to. You send it to them. They'll put it on a plate, and you can throw it on your Jeep. After I have a lot of military type stuff on here. Mission 22 is a group that we believe in and we do support for suicide. That's super important for people to look into, and that's a great charity. You can donate, you can buy stuff. It is all that money goes to help. And then of course I have my little baby Heffalump. Of course we're gonna have to scrape all of this off to get it painted. I'm gonna have to take off all of this stuff to get it painted. We're gonna actually paint it ourselves again. You can see where it's starting to like wear, tear, and crack, and the sun is just really causing this to chip off. But once we get it painted, I think I'm actually going to go with, it's going to be Heffalump Jeep, but I think I'm going to go with a little bit of a different theme. I'm probably not going to put any badges on it. I am probably going to just change it all to support like the Heffalump theme. So it'll be Heffalump and his family. A lot of people didn't know he was from Disney. He was from Winnie the Pooh. Heffalump was Heffalumps and Woozles. And also Heffalump was the elephant that was on there that his last name was actually Heffalump. There was a whole family of them. But so my next theme is going to support that. It's going to still be purple. It's not going to be this purple. It's going to be a little bit of a darker purple. I think I went with a fire mist. But then I'm going to do a different decal on the hood. I was going to do it on the doors, but the doors are in the garage and I never put them on it. So what's the point, right? Maybe if I put them on it, I don't like driving it with the doors on. I like to be able to look out the Jeep, see the road, see cars behind me. I don't use my mirrors. I actually turn around and physically look when I'm changing lanes and things like that. In this Jeep, I feel more freedom. I just like it that way. But that's pretty much with Heffalump. That's a little bit more about it. I did the walkthrough, and there'll probably be more to come in the future when we do some updates to it.